Relax. I'm not going to kill you. I haven't killed anybody in like, what, 30 minutes or something.
Okay. You're so skinny, son. So then we're gonna have to take care of your regular doctor, and you probably can't run tomorrow.
Yeah. That was clever. Are you recording? Are you vlogging? Hey, vlog.
My baby. My poor baby. X-rays are next.
No, for me.
What's no?
Oh, I'm not doing this no more. Dang, you really got no content?
You're my content. You're my life. And he has chest pains. Look at the doctor. Darren.
Alright, now I have your chest on the board. Everybody wants to see their inside. So here's your heart. This is your aorta right up here. These are your lung fields. These are your ribs. Those are your collarbones, these things. And then, you know, the tops of your shoulders. So that's you, bud. But it looks absolutely normal to me
And
now.
that's like his heart?
Yeah, this is his heart, and this right over here. So your heart sits in the front. That's why you can feel it pounding. It doesn't sit in the back, but it wouldn't have any room. That's where the ribs are.
Got it.
So, I mean the backbone. Sorry, ribs are wrapping around from there.
Oh, I see. That's
And,
the back.
and when we're talking about with you being inflamed, this is the back part of the rib, and where it comes forward, right here, he kind of disappears. That's because cartilage doesn't have any calcium in it. So the rest of it's cartilage, and that's what I think you have some inflammation there. But let's just make sure. I don't see anything else bad. Let's make sure radiology agrees.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You shouldn't have that. Does it hurt at all in here? Does that hurt?
No, but like, it hurts like on my arm a little bit.
So up in here.
Yeah, like around that area.
Okay. Well, let's see what radiology says about that. Where you get air out of the lungs and it goes into this area around the heart, and then it can get in the subcutaneous tissue, and that's what that looks like. What would we do for that? Honestly, they would have to put you in a hospital, but they would just put you on oxygen, watch you, and then this gets better all by itself. But let me make sure. Sure, I got blue Gatorade. It seems to be the most popular, so they bought 3 cases of it. I was like, okay, hope everybody likes blue.
I know. I think I was trying to get blue.
That?
I think I was trying to get blue during the online grocery, and there wasn't any.
Well, now you know why. Put a little sugar square on
Yeah.
and bought it all. Alright. You're gonna have to take off your mask for this, but you get this one, okay? I'll let you adjust it to where it fits on your head, okay? Because first it'll feel good, and then it'll start giving you a little pressure, alright? So you can want to maybe reach up and loosen it, okay? And that's just on precaution.
If it's too tight, you could pull it a little bit.
One water and water, you said? Coming up. Can I do anything else for y'all?
No.
Okay, well, I'm the nurse coming on, so I'll be discharged. all right?
Okay. Like this gets looser. If it's too tight on there. So stretch it. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm dying, guys.
Don't say stuff like that, Darren. Did they connect anything? Oh, yeah. So I think he's getting oxygen just to see if that helps his. I don't know. I honestly don't know. what's going on here. He just came and plugged him in. Does it hurt you when you're breathing right now?
Not that bad.
Okay.
It's cold. That there's air that from your lungs that went in around your heart and into the tissue, but not, your lung is up, you don't need a chest tube or anything like that. What you're gonna need though is for us to call Children's and talk about getting you admitted so they can observe you for 24 hours, make sure your lungs stay up, and then they'll send you home.
Okay.
They're not gonna do surgery, nothing bad. What happened to your fingernails? These are all kinds of weird colors. Anyway, now I'm picking, see? Mom, we can call North Central Baptist Hospital, Pediatric Hospital, or we can call Santa Rosa Children's Hospital, or we can call Methodist Children's Hospital. It's up to you.
What's recommended?
I like North Central Baptist, but it's up to, you know, it's really up to you guys. We're not associated with a one hospital, so like if you'd come to a Baptist ER, we'd send you right to the Baptist. But we're not associated with any of them, so you get to pick.
Okay. And which one's the one?
North Central is the closest, it's in Stone Oak.
Okay.
The next closest is in the medical center, which is, you know, just a little bit further over from Stone Oak. And that's Methodist. And then downtown San Antonio is Christus Santa Rosa.
Okay. Well, we could do the one in Stone Oak since it's closest.
Works for me. We'll give them a call. Nothing bad. Okay?
So
I want
it's
your hair.
So it's, why are we taking him there?
Okay.
I'm confused.
So we're doing it to make sure that his lungs stay up.
Okay.
To make sure he doesn't collapse the lung. Because he's got a fistula. He's got a connection now between the airways in his lungs and not the gliding around the lung, but in between the two lungs around the heart called the mediastinum. So he's got air in there and it's tracking out to here. So he just needs close observation. If they can't take him, I'll be honest with you, I'll just keep you guys here. All we have to do is repeat the x-ray in about 12 hours.
Okay.
But let's see if they'll take it, just because it's, if it were to pop, if it were to drop a lung, then he would need interventions that we can't do here.
Okay.
But I don't think that's gonna happen. If it was gonna happen, it probably would have happened already. So,
Okay.
questions, answers, funny stories?
So tomorrow there's no cross country meet for you.
Oh no, buddy, I'm sorry.
No, he hasn't been doing that great. He's been
Well,
feet hurting and.
Right now, that you could run with your lung having that air in between, that irritation there, that's amazing that you were able to do any exercise today at all. So,
Wow.
when do you think this first started?
Around Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wow.
Okay. Wow, that's
And he-
amazing.
Yeah, they've been practicing. Yeah.
You're an amazing kid, my friend. Hang in there. Oh, would you like a blanket?
No.
You sure? Okay.
You're not cool. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So we are being admitted to the hospital. Child has some air in his lungs and they need to monitor him. Around. Oh, not in his lungs. The tissues. Around his lungs. Somewhere in that area. I guess he pays attention more. I was a little nervous when he was speaking. But yes, we are gonna head to the hospital. They're gonna transfer him, so we will keep you posted. This is not what we expected out of a Friday evening right after school. I was supposed to go home and make pasta. Alrighty.
And if you push on it, when you're tall and thin, you can actually get a rupture of one of the small airways in the lung.
Okay.
And that opens up and it leaks air into, in this case, sometimes it'll leak it around the lung, and that'll collapse the lung. He's got a little bit of that on the right, but very tiny. Most of it's in the mediastinum, the area between the lungs.
Okay.
And then down here in the soft tissue.
Okay. So because he was like the run?
No, it's because he's tall and
he's
thin.
tall and like.
It's called spontaneous pneumothorax. It happens in tall, thin, athletic people, and usually when they're exercising.
Oh.
But
Okay.
if it happens once, it doesn't tend to reoccur. And it doesn't require any therapy except monitoring to make sure you're okay.
It's funny because he was telling me like somewhere around here it was like he had pain. But you never know because, you know, where you could be sore
Well,
or you could,
He ran with this.
yeah.
He exercised with this. I can't tell you how impressed I am with that.
Yeah.
That had to hurt like crazy.
And the coach has been pushing them really hard.
No,
but-
gotta go, gotta go.
Yeah.
No. Your body's telling you something's wrong. And this time it was something big wrong. You know, if you had pushed it too hard, you could have turned this into a big pneumo where you would have gotten a tube through your chest wall.
Yes.
Bye, buddy. Bye, Mom.
I'm glad you told me he's one to not really say.
Yeah, I can tell. He's a quiet one.
If it started on Wednesday.
I get the funny feeling, though, that once you start talking, you talk pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so thankful it's nothing bad, Dad, that's, you know, and you guys did the right thing. You caught it right away and got it here. That's all you can do.
All right. Well, thank
All right.
you.
We'll give the ambulance a call and get you that answer.
Alrighty. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We may switch you over to a different little air device for your nose.
Okay.
A weird feeling, huh? We're going to North Central.
Alright, take a deep breath in and hold it. Okay, you can breathe. Alright, we're all done.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You laughing because I'm recording? Right, so Mr. Darren gave us a big scare, but he is going to be okay. Okay, we are so glad. Because low-key, high-key, I was scared. Were you a little bit scared too, son?
I thought I was gonna die, guys.
No, not that.
I was out thinking about everything.
Darren, don't think like that, son. This is how I be looking today. Not good. Need to go home and shower. You guys, I feel like I am the patient here. Ew, my crusty shoes. But I'm not getting any care. That one over there is getting care. I need care though. My back hurts. This couch is not it. Not it. Now I get it when they say, when people go do the labor and delivery, and then the husbands are like, yeah, that horrible couch. I feel you. I feel you. I have back issues, so my back hurts. But I think we're leaving soon. I hope. Maybe not. They called us to see what Darren needed for lunch. Y a mí no me van a traer nada. Oh, I think I have some crackers in my bag. It's okay. It's okay as long as the child's okay. And it is lunchtime for Darren. Chicken strips. Little chocolate cake. Are you happy with that one?
Yes.
Breakfast wasn't that great, right?
No.
Your body doesn't keep up. Like the tissue of your lungs is just weak because you're trying to make something bigger. You're trying to basically pull on a balloon that is not able to be stretched. And so it weakens the walls. So, I mean, the only thing that tells us is it was truly spontaneous. Could it happen again? Potentially. And definitely still avoid doing anything as far as inhalation stuff goes. But less likely to occur since we know you're not smoking and all that. But truly, this is just a spontaneous. Okay, so discharge paperwork. Going home with you, regular diet, no PE, sports activities. I'll put that on another note too if he needs it for school.
Okay.
Resume sports once cleared by your primary.
Okay.
You have the acquired Pneumomediastinum. Follow up with PCP in 5 to 7 days. He needs the x-ray to be cleared to return to cross country. Take the ibuprofen. You don't have to have the 600 milligram like I told you. It can be the 3 200 milligram tablets. We'll get that at 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
Really, I would just say, like, you know, do it when you wake up in the morning, do it around the midday, do it around nighttime. You only need to do it for a couple of days, and then the air will go back. It'll be reabsorbed, and you'll feel a lot better. That's the only thing. It has allergy, and then pneumomediastinum, some info about it. So the biggest thing is the presence of air in the mediastinum. You know what brought him in specifically was chest pain. It can radiate because there's that air in the spaces we felt. Shortness of breath was his other one. It's diagnosed symptoms, the exam, and that chest x-ray. Since his is mild, we're just treating the pain. The air will get reabsorbed and everything will be okay. If for some reason it doesn't get better, what could happen is the more invasive stuff like a chest tube or surgery. Things that you shouldn't do at home: you can't go scuba diving for the next month or so until all this resolves. Don't go to high altitudes, that's the other thing. Really, don't go anywhere that's a change in elevation, just because where we're at atmospheric pressure wise right now, your body wouldn't be used to going higher or lower. Don't go flying either. And then just don't run, don't do cross country. Don't smoke, don't use drugs. Yeah. Okay. Get help right away if you have worsening pain, especially if it's chest, neck, if it radiates to like your jawline or goes down toward your back, get help. Trouble breathing, that's the biggest one. If he ever turns blue or isn't breathing, get help. And then if you can't talk anymore, because what that means is we're no longer just having an air issue on the outside, we're having a constriction issue of your actual trachea at that point. And then just the same.
Okay.
So then the last thing, we have to put the strokes stuff there, the heart attack and suicide you have to do for everybody, and then I just put this most recent x-ray results here for the PCP.
Okay.
And then Michaela ran down to grab me a disc of the two we have from here,
Okay.
just so they can see what to compare it to.
Okay.
Besides that, do you all need anything?
Just the school note.
Yep.
And then so when would we go to the doctor?
Go either at the end of this week or either go around like Friday or Monday.
Make it a week Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just at the end of this week or the very beginning of the week after.
Okay.
Just because it will take time for it to occur. And then for sure, no running this week, no meet next weekend, and then we can kind of go from there.
Okay.
Okay?
And if it stays, well, either way, I'll probably do it for Friday, but his pain should just kind of stay.
It should,
or start.
shouldn't get much worse than this, especially if we stay on a schedule. And then if it does get worse, even with us treating it consistently, then we need to, seek some help.
Okay.
Because if it is getting a worsening pain, that could just mean that there's another potential like Pneumomediastinum, and then if it got worse than that, your lung could collapse. And so that's when it's the biggest issue, is when you have a pleural effusion, which they're related, but right now all your issue is here, and it's yet to go either way.
Okay.
No, it's a hospital. Alrighty guys, we have been discharged. Darren is gonna be okay. I didn't do an intro, and this is my outro. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you on the next one.